Okay, so this is going to be a general read, and if it does not apply, please do not take this information and try to force it to fit in your life, because what is coming out today is going to be for a specific person. You should not have any issues on knowing whether or not this is for you. Um, And again, if it does apply to you, just use it as a general guide on how to move, okay? Uh, don't take this information and go uh, act out drastically or immediately. Sit on it, think about it, and plan your next move from there. If it does not apply for you, but it sounds like it may for someone you know, then feel free to go on ahead and take this info and share it. I do have it on the infrared, and that is so that you can see this static when spirit is getting active within the read. Okay. So this is going to be information in regards to a female family member and things that they are hiding, as well as things that they were involved in that were done to you. So the first set of cards, I'm going to read through each row and then tell you what it is meaning, um, and then I'll move on to the pulled messages and then the tarot cards. So the first one we have, um, I'm going to just show you because it's inappropriate. Mm-hmm. Highly inappropriate. And then we have some punk ass kid stole my turkey sandwich. We have the cool, refreshing taste of Pepsi and Bill Nye, the science guy. So yesterday, when I did a read, the cool, refreshing Pepsi came out. When I looked up the meaning for that, um, because the cards I pulled yesterday were pretty much all sexual cards. Cool, refreshing Pepsi signifies a young female adult. So with the little boys area, private area, with the uh, punk ass little kid stole the turkey sandwich, and this being a young female adult with the refreshing Pepsi and Bill Nye, I get the sense that a young female adult with some resentment towards some things may have looked at some young kids as an experiment, um, and not in a good way. The next one we have a pyramid of several heads, and then we have powerful thighs, hot people, and my ugly face and bad personality. So this young female could be very promiscuous, um, could be somebody that I would call like a man eater. Um, so, you know, they'll have sex with somebody, and then their personality changes up and they start turning mean, um, volatile, physically violent, and before you know it, they're going from an extremely good looking female to a really ugly person. Okay, and then with the heads, the pyramids of severed heads, that's this female that is the man eater. So she's, pretty much taken their head off after they have had sexual relations with her. For the homoerotic volleyball, then we have a lifetime of sadness, erectile dysfunction, and 50 milligrams of Zoloft. This could be a female that enjoys flaunting their body, but could possibly also come across as maybe like a tomboy, because of the simple fact that she is a man eater and is purposely finding a certain type of men, probably either good men or men that aren't aware that they could possibly be gay. So she's seeking them out, because of the damage that she is doing to them. She's going to be facing a lifetime of sadness, and part of this sadness is going to be partnered up with somebody who is unable to be sexually functionable, and that is because her deviance is in sexual acts. This person's behavior and attitude could call for the need to be on Zoloft. The last one we have is binging and purging, flying sex snakes, the magic of live theater, and crumbs all over the goddamn carpet. So with the binging and purging, this person could also be bipolar. So when they are in an active episode, this is when the promiscuity and these types of volatile acts are happening. The flying sex snakes, meaning these partners don't stick around. Like, as soon as she's done, she flings them. Like, they're done, they're gone. The magic of live theater, this person gets off on being able to fool people into thinking that they are one way, when really they're a female demon. Like, you don't want nothing to do with them. Crumbs all over my goddamn carpet. So this reminds me of like my mom. This could be somebody that comes across as clean, well put together, kind, generous. But then when you get into their personal space and one thing is out of place, they lose their shit. You probably only see the good side of them when they are outside of their own environment. Now, I want everyone to keep in mind that this person is most likely this way due to environmental factors, the way that they were raised, and imitating certain adults that they possibly have looked up to. Pulled messages I have are ancestors are here. So this person's passed on loved ones are finding it necessary to get this information out. We also have this person is holding on to something you don't know about. It could be what I just said, or it could be the messages that are following, that are coming in after. We have man-child and hats hiding. So there could have been a grown man in this person's life who wore many hats, but was also extremely immature. With immaturity, this man-child could have possibly done something inappropriate with this female. The other way I could interpret it is that there is a man-child that this female was intimate with, and somehow she was able to incorporate this man-child into your life, which would be the many hats. But with the hiding aspect, so this person is either hiding themselves from being seen by you because of whatever has happened, or she's hiding the aspect. They're both hiding the aspect that they have done something together inappropriately that you are not aware of. Next, we have when someone feels good, or when something feels good to you, is when your energy is the brightest and most vibrant. So, this female has caught on to the fact that when you are happy, when you're in a good mood, when things are going right, you're not only vibrating highly, but everything else in your life is following in line, making it easier for you to accomplish or hit certain goals that you set. We have next for they want to isolate you. Okay, so they could have caused a situation to where they have either talked a certain way about you um, that has people looking at you like um, maybe you're not good for them, or maybe you've put them in certain scenarios, um, and that they need to be kept safe from you. We have boyfriend, so this could be your boyfriend or theirs, but it says the boyfriend does a checks and balance on their thoughts and decisions. So if it is their boyfriend, this is going to be the type of person that they hurry up and get rid of. Okay, they do not want a man that is going to figure out what it is that they do or how they act. If it is your boyfriend, there's something about you um, that makes them wonder why this female is this way. So this person could be questioning, is something wrong with you? Or there could be things about you that you are able to know about people without it ever being disclosed to you. And you may have revealed things to your boyfriend. And so now your boyfriend is up on on a guard or defense to where they're doing checks and balances against the things that you tell them. Um, and it could be because of something maybe this female has said that um, planted a little bit of doubt in their head. Next, we have bad health. So either you or them are in bad health. Um, there's going to be an accidental death when either you or them are asleep. Um, then we have water and guardian angel. Um, you could be a water sign, they could be a water sign, or water could be involved in this accidental death while asleep, and you happen to, maybe you died for a few minutes, but you happen to survive it due to the guardian angel that you have. For ancestral messages, we have negative energy attachment. So there is a negative energy attachment to this female, and it's due to their actions. They're drawing in the same type of energy um, that matches what it is they're putting out. Um, this female could have possibly been in the ethereals and heard a prayer that you put out for them. There is guilt on both sides, yours and theirs. It says the spirit remembers what your mind tries to forget until you deal with it. So there's either things that they need to deal with, come to terms with, be honest with themselves about in order to get past this very sadistic and volatile way that they are with sexual encounters. Or maybe it's something that you need to sit down and address with them. We have check your car. Something small might be needing your attention. So if you live around this person and you're showing signs that you're catching on to this about them, that you know this about them, you need to be careful because this is a secret that this person does not want to get out at all, and by any means. So keep an eye on your vehicle, as it could be one way that they are trying to cause this accident. If it is a scenario where you're going to be in a vehicle with them, again, check the vehicle. The return. So the reason why you're getting this information right now is because you're somebody that has come full circle with your life and your situation, with the things you've been through. You've done your shadow work. You've dealt with your flaws, your mistakes, where you went wrong. Um, you tried to right your wrongs. You've had conversations with people you needed uh, to have understanding from their side, give them, your explanation to things. The return is for you to now show this female how to do the same thing. We have control issues. So this female does very much have control issues, and it comes down to control with their love. They do not let their partners breathe, okay, and they do it by force. Your guardian is wanting for you to know this because there's a small window of time that you're going to be given to either extend that olive branch of protection out to them, provided they come clean with who they are and how they are. And if they refuse, they need to be aware that they will not be given any sort of ancestral protection or archangel protection from that point on. It will come down to them having to hit rock bottom and cry out for help to God. This person could possibly be looking at being incarcerated in the future due to this behavior. Okay, so with the tarot cards, I drew off the crime deck. We have a man here with 9 other people who knew exactly what secret this female held, okay? And he approached this female and a male counterpart um, on a plan. This female's male counterpart was not able to follow through, and you possibly know this male counterpart and you have not seen this male counterpart since, and you possibly wonder why. um, this male counterpart could possibly not be alive um, anymore at this point in time. There are now a total of 6 people involved. Um, a male was contacted who agreed to take the spot that this female was originally approached to do, and confirmed that it would be no problem. Um, your guardian angel um, has a descendant in human form, okay? And this person is very much involved in your life in helping bring this protection to you. There is a third male that was approached, okay, because the second one couldn't do it. The third male was approached, so 9 people went down to 6, the 6 went down to 3. Um, the second male and this third male tried to communicate with each other, okay? But the second male is looking at a death sentence right now. So this man could be behind bars or could be extremely ill. They agreed to bring in more help, all right? And the first male agreed to increase the payment amount. So right now you are looking at 2 men that are trying to find your whereabouts. These 2 men were offered 9 grand each, and they each come with a weapon, okay? The cards show swords, knives, but it could be anything. They're under the impression that your strength is in the reverse due to a severe heartache that you have encountered, okay? The young female that is in your life is presenting as completely innocent. Now, the first, not the first male, the second male that is involved has just made a deal and communicated with an official figure, a police officer, an undercover, something along those lines. Okay, so right now, the descendant of your guardian angel is standing in the way of you and this female being able to come in contact with each other so that this younger female can attempt to fulfill this request of taking you out. Um, you could have possibly been invited to go somewhere because it does show a vehicle in the card, and the previous cards I pulled said to check your vehicle to be safe, right? So you are going to be getting in a vehicle with this person, and the ultimate goal is to isolate you, right? And the cards went from 6 or 9 to 6 to 3, back to 9, and they are going to be ending in 3 if she accomplishes this, meaning only 3 people total are going to be getting paid. Everyone else is thrown out the deal. And it's supposed to be they're 3 chalices, so that's a big payout. That's a big win. It's like a generational wealth type thing. I do have a piece of paper that has camera written on it, so something could be getting caught on tape before it actually happens or during the event that will stop this person from getting away with what they're attempting to do or what they have already done. Now, when I pulled the Universal Oracle deck on this person's energy, multiple zodiac signs came out. And I've never experienced that before, so that shocked me a little bit. The first card we have is Halil. So this card is going to represent the entanglement, the intertwining of these energies, okay? Meaning there is something about this female that she has been able to attach herself to each one of these people and play a certain role, a certain character to them that has made it to where she can dictate or request certain things to be done by these people to you. We have a Leo that came out. We have a Capricorn that came out. We have a Cancer that came out. We have a Virgo that came out. And we have Aquarius that came out. We have Neptune. So Neptune rules Pisces. We also have the Shakma, which is, it's red on here, but it's actually gray. So this is signifying that there is somebody in this energy who's aware of this whole shebang, that is in limbo right now, that is debating on whether or not to out this person, or to follow through with the requests of this person. Then we have the pentagram. So there is definitely a demonic energy involved. I strongly believe the demonic energy is already attached to this other female, but it could also be that she is finding others that she is seeing that energy in, and that is how she's able to approach them and get them to agree with whatever it is she's got going on. We have the Ouroboros, which is the snake coming full circle. So the whole idea is to get you into this snake hold and to devour you. Okay, eliminate you completely. But unfortunately, this person did not calculate the fact that you have the Eye of Horus. So you have the all-seeing eye embedded into your DNA. It's a gift of yours. You're able to see foresight or read people's intentions and energies. So you're very much aware already, most likely, of what is happening. Then we have the septagram and the element of spirit. So not only do you have the Eye of Horus, but you also have the divine, as well as your ancestors that are standing behind you, that are clearing your pathways, that are keeping you cloaked and keeping certain um, boundary limitations in place, to where when this person or these people try to do things to you, it fails. And then with the septagram, this is the fact that you are somebody that I would call like a universal personality. You get along with all walks of life, as well as both light and dark people. So if she's approaching dark spirited people, you know, maybe during this meeting or whatever, they're in agreement, but after they deal with you, they're questioning why it is that this person is wanting to do this to you. They could also be feeling like they do not see the characteristics or the behavior that they are describing coming from you. Next, this follows up with the energy read. So we have, you could be somebody that has encountered a new relationship or a new love that was compromised. It became devastating, right? Throwing you into an awakening. We have fulfillment and contentment and satisfaction, emotional richness, life, abundance, success. This all could have been an energy that triggered this female to get this dark on you due to jealousy and envy. We also have moving on, forgiveness, hope returns, recovery, overcoming grief, negativity, acceptance, finding peace, and contentment. So, you're the type of person that has an unconditional love. You're the type of person that has an understanding for people. So even though this situation is happening to you, you're aware that it is dark and extremely negative, life ruining, but at the same time, you're not scared of it. You don't turn your back to it, and you're in a mindset of, you know, you would be willing and able to forgive this person if they did, in fact, do the work to show change. Because of that aspect, you have a divine love that flows through you and your auric field, right? So nothing dark or negative can really penetrate your energy or your auric field to even cause harm to you. We also have a deep soul connection that is coming to you as a reward for not allowing this situation to cause you to turn your back on this person. With this card coming out, it makes me feel like there have been many, many people who have encountered this female and who have been a victim of the behavior. Excuse me. been a victim of the behavior and the uh, um, volatile behavior that these people could and did have many chances to speak up to help this person, um, but instead, um, they just kept it pushing, right? So nothing's been addressed, nothing's been brought to the forefront. Um, no one's actually sat down and told this person you need help. Um, because you live your life daily valuing the alignment with the Most High, is also the other reason why He is going to be gifting you with a deep soul connection, with a divine love that He is picking specifically for you. Um, you and this person are courageous, okay? You're both energetic, you're both charming, you're both passionate, you're both adventurous, you're both free spirited. You're both looked at as heroes in one form or another. And you're both hot tempered and you both have drive. Uh, then here we have you're going to finally come together with somebody who has mental clarity just like you do. And when you come together, it's going to bring even more mental clarity forward, to where you guys are going to both be able to see the connection between your paths. So you're going to be able to intertwine your paths to make one destiny instead of two different destinies. Um, you both are going to be truthful with each other. You both are going to hold authority. You both are going to be disciplined. You're both going to have high standards. You both are going to do head over heart. And you both are going to have and hold firm integrity. Excuse me. um, you and this person have both gone through exhaustion. You both have gone through times where you just felt it might have been better to give up. You both been overwhelmed, and you both have had to learn to set stronger boundaries with the people around you. Um, you both are acknowledged for not quitting, for not giving up, even though it was a mental thought. Your actions did not follow that. Um, and even though you both have been honest and felt that you've admitted defeat, um, divine is gifting you each other because in a sense it wasn't really defeat. You guys successfully learned your lessons, um, without following through with the exhaustion and the wanting to quit. um, you guys finally surrendered to knowing that there's a higher power leading you. um, and then we end here with the marriage card. So you're getting happiness, divine love, blissful relationship, harmony, alignment, family, love and support, fulfillment, emotional stability, and domestic joy. When I pulled out the fortune telling cards, it showed here that the broken glass foretells that there's going to be many, many years of bad luck for this female that has engaged in these activities against you. Also, the money card that came out shows that there are some form of monetary gain or riches that this person is aware of and is hiding from you. The dog card came out. This represents that this person has unsuspected enemies that are starting to surround them, that they're not paying attention to. So this is where that window is, because this person is being surrounded by these enemies, and these enemies are starting to raise an eyebrow to them. The karma that is coming to them could potentially cause them to lose their life, right? And if this person is attached to you, I guess you could say, you could look at this as a mission. If you successfully follow through with this mission, you're going to be able to open this person's mind up, make them aware to their behavior, and cause a change in them, right? To where they could be able to go back to these enemies and apologize for their behavior, and show some genuine emotions, and ask for this forgiveness, where it would then take the possibility of them losing their life away, um, from actually happening, right? It won't keep them from having to pay through karma, but they'll at least get to keep their life. Let's see, we have the anchor, so it denotes any successful ventures or business ideas. So this person who participated in this against you could have been swayed into this, with the idea of being able to hold their own company, control their own company, and in a sense that gave them the idea that they would then be able to buy their partner and control their partner. And then with the last card, we have the eye. When near, it signifies suspicion. So this person could also be under watch by officials as well. All right, so this deck that I'm going to go through is going to show the things that you have gone through. This one ends pretty nicely, as well as the one that I just went through that ends in marriage. So that's going to be 2 decks that confirm this for you, if that was something you were worried about. Some things. One I've never seen this before, but we had Divine, the Most High, come out back to back. So you not only have the Ace of Wands, but you also have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is a double confirmation where Divine is letting you know, like, yes, you've had to wait. Yes, you've had to endure this, but I'm going to make it worth your while. So with the Ace of Wands, you're getting your creative spark. If you've never had one, you're going to have one. If one has been stagnant, or you've been hitting a brick wall on any type of creativity, the spark is coming back. You're going to have inspiration, enthusiasm, energy, and new passion towards whatever hobbies or creative work that you engage in. With the Ace of Pentacles, abundance, prosperity, security, and manifesting powers is going to follow that. The Judgment comes in, so you've gone through your awakening, you've gone through your purging, your detoxing, and your renewal phase. You've gone through your reflection phase about yourself, and you've come to the terms that you do in fact have a purpose, and you've done the self-evaluation, putting in the work on sharpening the skills you do have, and learning not to dislike yourself for any flaws or not so hot attributes, but learning when to incorporate those attributes. So because you've shown the universe that you're doing this self work, this self love, um, learning to appreciate yourself or be proud of yourself without having to have outside attaboys, um, you're now worthy of being acknowledged and rewarded for it. We have the Eight of Wands. There is a sudden change that is coming in for you, and it's going to be quick, and it's going to put you in a position where you need to make a decision. You don't need to be scared about making this decision. You need to be excited, because this decision that you're going to have to make is what is going to create your new life that you get to live. You have shown mental strength through your burnout, okay? You have gone through recovery and isolation without being unstable or deemed insane. Excuse me. Because you went through that, your mental strength stayed stable through the burnout and through the isolation period. You're now realizing that your inner strength is a lot more stronger than what you thought it was. You've got self-control, emotional control. You have confidence, courage, and bravery. So you're being acknowledged for that. The person coming into you is going to be charming, artistic. They're going to be a mediator like you are. They're going to be caring like you are. And they're coming in with an offer in a romantic style to you, something that I don't think you've experienced before. What you are leaving behind, another reason why these gifts, these blessings are coming to you as far as a divine partnership, is because you have finally acknowledged a cycle as far as partners go, and you have already shown the universe and divine through decision making, okay, that you're no longer accepting that type of person, and that you are recognizing your worth. So you now get to have the better meat. You're not going to deal with insecure partners anymore. You're not dealing with people that do escapism, man child, or grown woman child. And you're not dealing with partners that are attention seeking. These people, they've gone through isolation themselves. They are able to soothe themselves. They don't need you to do it for them. You're no longer going to be dealing with partners that put you through indecisions or delays or mental turmoil. They're not going to be blocking you off or turning on you. This all comes from showing your transformation, right, by the decisions you've made. You've also let go emotionally. You've released emotionally, and you've had no problem saying goodbye if these people ever came back around or tried to approach you again. You're not going to have to deal with your inner circle So your partner, your friends, the people that you're giving your energy to, you're not going to have to worry about there being secrets or confusions, excuse me, or anyone trying to block your intuition or having hidden motives. Okay, divine is placing people in your path that are going to be team players, that are going to be in alliance with you, that are going to want an apprenticeship, spiritual apprenticeship with you, that are going to allow you to show them growth, and you're going to show, or and they're going to show you growth. um, you guys are also going to have shared goals. um, what is going to be highlighted about you is the generosity, the giving freely, the openness, the non-reckless spending, um, the hope that you instill, the positivity that you have, the ability to renew people's inspiration in themselves, um, as well as the ability to heal people's faith in their future and themselves. Um, so, what divine is gifting you outside of your divine partner is an extreme generosity of grace over you. So, anything you need that you can't provide yourself, divine is going to be giving it to you, as well as support. So you have an infinite support. Your spiritual team that you have now will not be leaving your side. You do not have to feel like if you do something wrong, you're going to be abandoned. You're way past that at this point. Um, Material help, like I said, anything in the physical realm that you cannot provide yourself, divine is going to make sure that you have it. And you're also going to realize that you're going to finally be shown gratitude and clarity in regards to who you are and the works that you do. So I also pulled on the ancestor cards to figure out a little bit more about this female here that you're dealing with. This female here is finding people to work against you that have a kindred soul to her. So, like I said, a demon can see another demon. She's able to spot these darker energies within people, and that is what she is bonding on with them. This female is coming through as an arcana female, so she is a dark female. Um, Another way you could look at the kindred spirit with this is you might be the light side of this level of female. She would be the darker twin. Um, the females, or the people, I should say, not females, the people that she is currently influencing, whether they know it or not, um, at this stage of your spirituality, by the cards that came out, you should know what I'm talking about. Not everyone is aware that they have a demon in them or on them, right? Not everyone is aware that they are being demonically influenced, okay? So, even though her demon is recognizing a demon in them, uh, they may not be aware that they have an attachment, but her attachment is talking to their attachment, okay? And that's how the influence will happen. So there is a very vain female who she is working with right now. This vain female could be somebody who likes to look at herself in mirrors, um, especially when conversating. There is a male player, somebody who thinks that they're the cat's meow or whatever, or considers themselves a player. in their life that she is trying to influence. The problem is that you're not hiding anything. You're being you, right? So while she's influencing these people to dig and find things on you to report back to her, there is nothing. You're being genuine. You're being real. Um, Even if they were to find something that possibly upsets you about your situation, you're honest with yourself about it. You've come to terms with it. So it's not like they could use it to blackmail you or anything. Um, Here we have the prophecy card. So there is a prophecy with this situation that is being fulfilled with all the people involved. Okay. There is a competition here between two males and this vain woman. Okay, one of the males is considered an explorer, and the other one is the player. Now, the vain woman is considered to be a evermore couple with one of them. So, evermore until death do us part, only they are extremely toxic to each other and will most likely be the cause of death um, to each other. One of the males in this competition is creating an image of the other male to be a chicken. Okay. um there is a sense that this home uh now this home could be your body, this home could be the actual home, or this home could just be the emotion, the feeling that you give these people. But either way, there's a sense of the home feeling, okay, that gives an emotion of self-preservation, but at the same time there's a defensiveness there. Okay, so this home gives off like, oh, I can be myself, I can come here to rest, I can come here to work on what I need to get my shit together. But at the same time, there's things that are happening that keep me on defense. And then on the third side of this, so this is a triangle here that we're in, okay, and this very well could be a triangle situation with these two males and this female. But there's also wholesomeness about this situation. And it could be because you're bringing in the genuine be you part, right? So you're inspiring the other people within the house to be genuine, to be them, to be real, and that's where the wholesomeness is coming in at. You're also putting in a lot of work around these people, and they're seeing the hard work that you're putting in. They're seeing the service that you're doing, the spiritual service that you're doing, right? It also looks like you do service to animals. So animals could be drawn to you. You could be one that makes sure that the animals are taken care of. You could incorporate the animals in with your spirituality service, however you do it. And because of that, one of these guys out of the two here that are competing is wholeheartedly a wise guy, okay? A smart ass. This wise guy, this smart ass, is now emotionally on a level where they want to ask for forgiveness. And it's because they are seeing that you truly at heart are the bohemian. You really are sovereign. You really are the spiritual hippie, or the the earth angel, the you're riding, okay, you're riding tough for the most high, and you're doing it genuinely, you're living it, you're making it part of who you are. Okay, it's not just an act that you're putting on. And because of that, this person feels bad because they have almost looked past you. They have possibly made you feel invisible, or has possibly put you in situations where um, they didn't want you to be seen, okay? Or didn't want people to know that you were around the other man and the woman and them. You know what I mean? Like an embarrassment or something along those lines. Um, but they're starting to realize that there's a perfection about you when it comes to love that you give, okay? And they're wanting to bring up a feeling or an emotion of remembering when what we shared was new. So I guess maybe you could say that goes back to like when couples fight, they always be like, you weren't like this in the beginning. Um, it's almost like that. This person wants you to say, oh, do you remember when I was like this in the beginning? Like, I want to go back to being that, but I got fucked up in this competition, and this deal we made over here with this other lady. But I now see who you are. I don't want you to be invisible, because um, I like the love that I'm getting from you. And so they're wanting you to tap back into the compass and have the compass guide you back into that loving state that you had with them. What they don't realize is that if they aren't able to bring you back to that with them, or that you don't accept to go back to that with them, um, this is going to be something that haunts them for a long time. And with the ancestry ending in the ancestry card, this is going to be um, a love that is not going to be able to incorporate in their bloodline, meaning they won't be able to produce with you, right? To change up their their bloodline from being, let's just say, they're cold and non-loving people, narcissistic people, okay? They're not going to be able to give their bloodline a chance to break away from that narcissistic um, relationship that parents hold with their children, and have it turn into like an unconditional love. So the bloodline is missing that opportunity, that window, and it's going to stay narcissistic from this point on, if they aren't able to bring you back into whatever it was that you guys had in the beginning. Okay, so now I'm going to end with where'd the other cards go? Oh. Now I'm going to end with the dragon and the angel cards. So with the dragon, we have the balancer. So you could be like a mediator. You could be somebody that is neutral, that is able to see both sides. You might be a Libra. But you're somebody that likes to bring in the fairness, right? And not have people be hard on themselves where they fall short, but bring more of a recognition so that they can do better next time. Um, From there, you've gone to the grouch. So that means these people have taken advantage of your energy. They have overused you and did not give or invest it back into you. They, in a sense, have drained you. Okay. And now Divine is bringing you back into your bravery mode because there's a decision that has to be made, right? And when you get back into that bravery mode, you are then going to transform into the fire bearer. So, like the rising phoenix. So, what's going to happen is you're going to put out on the forefront what everyone has done, right? And you're going to force them to face who they are, and then you're going to dip out. With the angel cards here, the star came out. This says, a dream come true, believe in yourself. The end is a difficult situation. So again, there's a decision there that you have to make. It's going to be a hard one, but either way, you're being promised this new life. However you make this decision. We have a leap of faith. So believe in yourself, listen to your heart, and do what gives you the joy. So don't worry about how it's going to affect other people when you make this decision. Divine wants you to go back into that self-care mode that you were in, being genuine with yourself, okay? Being real with yourself. What is going to make you happy? And then here we have the Magician. So it says, you can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. That goes back to the other deck that I pulled where Divine is saying, hey, I'm going to provide you what you need materially, right? And I'm blessing you for staying real and staying genuine, staying in your integrity, and still continuing to have compassion and love for people, being able to forgive and release. So now you're being able to co-create with Divine by being given the ability to manifest what you want this new life to be. So maybe in your journal, and get real specific on how you want your new life to go, all the way down to like your job, your cars, your house, type of partner you want, clothes you want to wear, really specific. Then we have the Knight of Raphael. So committed romantic relationship, being swept off your feet, situations or topics that make your heart flutter. So to me, that tells me marriage and children, right? We have Three of Ariel. So do what you love. A time of great personal growth has been completed. Working with others in a cooperative manner is now to come. Three of Michael. Release the past. You'll grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. So the decision you're going to make is going to be a hard one. It is going to be one that is going to hurt no matter which way you choose it. Then we have Ace of Michael. It says a wonderful new idea has just landed. Don't allow the bumps in the road, which is going to be the decision you make, to hinder you from your progress. Clear up all communication problems with others. So yeah, your read ended real nicely there. That should have been a confirmation to you that the decisions you've been making, the work on yourself you've been doing, it's all been acknowledged. It's all beneficial. You may have been wondering why nothing is coming your way. And you've also possibly been seeing the numbers 45 or 450 a lot lately. that is 9. 9 is the end of cycles. Okay, so you're coming to a completion now. This cycle that you've been in, cycles can run anywhere from 7 to 20 years, depending on how fast you're learning your lessons, um, and whether or not you're picking up other people's karma for them. But anyways, your cycle's ending, so you're getting sounds like 2 to 3 really good gifts and blessings from the Most High on that. Yeah. So hopefully this puts a huge smile on your face and you start walking with a pep in your step. And congratulations, fellow collective. That's hard work to do. Very proud of you. Oh, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my other videos and this video as well. And I appreciate you.